8 points the difference here at Princes Park. The lead changed 9 times, 3 quarters. Cavitt, Abbott, that's the way they started. Lyon in hard off the square, gets it forward. Koutafidis. Now he'll try and run it out through Hogg. Overruns it or spills it, Hogg. Dundas on and off interchange, slips. Gets his kick away nonetheless. High ball, Roos. Who can clean up? It's Carlton. Dean, solid at half-back or full-back. Good handball to Hannah. Hannah in towards the centre, really looking for nobody in particular. It's Stevens, who's really done well as the game's progressed. Has spotted Broderick, getting away from Williams, Paul Broderick. That was well done by Stevens, coming out of half-back.
He's just chased that footy down, Scotty, quite right, and created something. It could have gone the other end very quickly, but he just attacked the football with a bit of verve. And now we have a shot at goal.
Third in their best and fairest, Paul Broderick, 1991. He's kicked 1 goal for the day. Lines up, let this ball go from just on the 50-metre line. What has he done? He's got the distance, the accuracy. It's there. Fitzroy increased their lead. Paul Broderick's kicked his second.
He had the job most of the day on Greg Williams. Joe Cormack started there, but in the first quarter got taken off the ground. Broderick given the task since then. Cormack's come back on the ground, has been a contributor. Broderick's 2 goals have been very good.
Abbott tries to hook back over his head. Flipped up in the air by Spalding. Knocked away by Stevens. Cormack somehow got through big, heavy traffic there. Roos wrestles off his opponent, Sexton. Roos will take the free kick. Grabbed when he didn't have it.
Experienced by Roos on the younger Sexton.
Good use of his body again.
Really came into it in the third quarter, Paul Roos. 2 fantastic marks. This kick from 52 metres. Doesn't quite make it. And Koutafidis sees it through. We've had 9 changes of the lead in this game at Princes Park, and all of a sudden Fitzroy lead by 15 points.
Carlton have done well from full-back kick-ins. Dean looking for options. They're everywhere. They're spread. He can go short if he wants. Spotted Elvin. A good kick. Players nowadays so good at the skill work off either hand or foot. Well smothered there by Dundas. Caused the turnover. Now it's Wheeldon. Goes looking for Dundas. Can the little fella get it on the half volley? No, he traps it. Hogg there. Loping after it is Dean. Dundas getting up well. A free kick. I think it'll go to Peter Dean.
He got pushed.
That smother by Dundas was something that could lift all your teammates.
Going short, Dean looking for Williamson's found him. No, he spilled it. There's the free kick going the other way. Didn't get it out quick enough, Greg Williams. Broderick kicked Fitzroy's last goal. And the ball, as Dorotich hurt that ankle, I think he may have twinged it. Getting up rather gingerly. Just have to wait and see. Played up, back and up forward today, Dorotich. Doesn't look too good as the ball's thrown in Fitzroy's right forward pocket. Have it in front. Wine have been a good player today. High into this corridor. Fleming!
What a fantastic mark. Great skill there.
He's already kicked 3 goals, and what a game he's played today. Coming off interchange. The boy from Canterbury went to Hawthorn and now finds himself. Could this be the start of a regular career in the seniors for him? Fleming on the way. There's his 4th goal. Dale Fleming. And Fitzroy go on with it.
Yes, and he's really given that forward line some spark with Wheeldon dashing it out of the game. Early on, Wheeldon inaccurate, but Fleming also started a little inaccurately, but he's now with those 4 goals we mentioned, been a fine contributor.
Well, when Carlton kicked 3 goals in about 2 minutes during the third quarter to run to a 15-point lead, it looked how far Carlton, and look at Fitzroy, how they've come back. Hannah gets the ball out. Fitzroy tackling, swarming like bees and applying the pressure and forcing the mistakes.
Free kick there because Alvin tried to handball with his right hand and throw it around the corner when he should have gone left. Got pinged for throwing the ball.
Michael Gale, defender who kicked an inspirational goal earlier in the game. Half back to half forward with this one. Roos well behind, Cavitt in the mark. It's a 21-point lead to Fitzroy. Well, they beat Collingwood here. Can they beat Carlton here as well? That's a couple of decent scalps. Sexton. Oh, Kernahan, an excellent mark.
Bradley's free. Gale's way off him. Kernahan hasn't seen him.
And not too happy with his skipper for not having a look either. Hands on hips, Craig Bradley. Stephen Kernahan looking for his first goal. Raking kick, full points. The Blues not out of it yet.
Yes, he's at a quietish day. His third quarter on the ball was a good one. His first goal for the day. His 6th year as captain. He's been their leading goal kicker since he came across from Glenelg in each of his 6 years.
15 points of difference. Can Carlton show the fight that Fitzroy showed in the third quarter? Cavitt and Abbott go at it. It's Abbott, well done. Hard in there again in the centre as Carlton try and get it out of the square. Gleeson. Williams, out wide to Hobb. The tough little player goes on towards Kernahan. Can he take it? Maybe a free kick. Yes, there is a free kick for Stephen Kernahan. There's not a better man, Ross, on the ground to take these pressure kicks.
That's right. How often has he done it, Scotty, too, from games to be won from his last kick of the day? He really misses in these crucial situations. Caven giving the free kick away there in frustration.
Kick the last goal. Kernahan, the angle's going to be difficult. It's right across the front of goal. What a leap by Welsh. Took a great mark in the second quarter, Welsh. Chest mark coming over the back of the pack like that.
That was a Malcolm Blight stepladder, that one.
Kernahan do the ruck work again. Caven coming over the top. Fitzroy will clear. And they'll go over the boundary line and Carlton will be paid the privilege of the free kick through Gleeson. Gleeson right on the 50-metre line in front of the Social Club. In towards the face of goal. Kernahan, the pack fly. Welsh it was, but just couldn't drag it across his left shoulder far enough. And he's kicked a point. But he's been a valuable contributor. That's his third point for the game. Rowan Welsh.
6-3.
Caven to kick in for the Lions. They lead 120 to 106. In the centre square, Ross Lyon climbs. Dishes off the hand pass beautifully. Broderick Borks might have given it actually. Off to Cormac. Told to go on, hadn't travelled the distance. The hand pass out wide. Seacamp, the defender, chips it over the top. Exel. Dean. Fleming gets a good hand pass to Cormac. He's dragged to ground. It's desperation everywhere. Lyon grabbed high, no whistle. Fleming goes wide to Seacamp again. What a kick by Seacamp! Well, the defender who had a black day and was dragged earlier on has kicked a miraculous goal.
Yes, the former East Perth player be pretty chuffed with that one. One of the best sausages on the day, I'd say. Particularly given the way Carlton were coming back. It's just given Fitzroy to lead at 20 points as he goes all the way back to fullback.
And these players have really slipped it into overdrive here. 20 points of difference. The tackling fantastic. They go at it again. It's Caven who got the legs into Abbott, gets it down. Who get the break from the centre? Williams over the ball. Look at those three Fitzroy players. And Jimmy Wine getting up holding himself. I know why, Jimmy.
Yes, we saw that one.
Did he miss the ball? I don't think he could have mistaken Jimmy Wine's head for the ball. Play commences. A good punch down by Cavitt. Bradley trying to get away. Gale, body between the ball and his opponent. It's Spalding. Left foot towards goal. Kernahan, what can he do? Welsh over the top, can't take it. Oh, in they go. Gale spins. Oh, gee, that's tough stuff. Glad I'm up here and not down there. Michael Gale, ponytail, getting up, giving the umpire the ball. Done a lot of this today, bouncing it down, restarting play. The players have been hunting impacts. It's Kernahan, did well in the third quarter in the ruck. Ball down, no one can really get it away. You can see the strong tackling. Julio has had a quiet day. He's one of those players who can really come into it at a moment's notice.
Fitzroy by 20 points. Kernahan palms down to Bradley. Craig Bradley going away from goal. Back to Williams, back to Bradley. Oh, he's dragged off it by Lyon. Great tackling. It comes to Dundas. Abbott gets the hand pass away. Fitzroy underway again through Broderick. He ducks the high tackle of Cavidan. Play on, says the umpire. Well, was it high? Was it holding the ball? It was neither. Give it to me, says the umpire.
Yeah, he's could get another way, Drew. Quite right. Chris Bond copped one behind play.
Bounce by umpire Carey. Cavidan on his own. Brown, bit of sting taken out of his legs by now. Out of every player on the ground's legs, I would suggest. This has been a marathon run at sprint pace.
Quickly looking around the ground, the players haven't lapsed in concentration. Everybody's got an opponent. It's great to see. They're really going at it. Brown over the top. Cormac. Elvin in there. He's certainly put himself in today as Ratton tries to clear it up for Carlton. And the ball again to be thrown in Fitzroy's right forward flank. 60 metres from their goal. Ruse started at half back, now at half forward. Cavidan gets it down, really to nobody in particular. That's Ratton. Body on body again. Drexel been on and off the bench today. Can't pick it up. Well done. That's Koutafidis. Williams, what can he set up with a handball? Tries to set up Hannah, who in turn goes long to centre half forward. It's a high ball, hoping for the big marks, but it's punched away by Kernahan. Gleeson off the ground towards the flank. Deep in the pocket. Julio can't trap it. And Elliott happy to see that ball over the boundary line.
He's been absent, hasn't he? 6 possessions.
Then again, his opponent, Julio, hasn't figured prominently either. Kernahan, well done into that corridor. Off the ground, Brown in front of Armstrong. Can he trap it? No, an awkward bounce. Quickly onto it, a handball to Cavidan, who goes goalward. Will it carry? Off the hands of the pack. And Carlton bridged the gap by 1 solitary point.
Well done by the Fitzroy defence there, just getting up on Kernahan.
3 goals, 1 to make up for Carlton. Oh, Cavidan up a mile.
Got to be a free kick.
You can't do that, son. Back to Exel. And Gavin Exel coming up for just his 3rd kick. To the 50. Ruse! Didn't think he could do that either. Dundas, that had to be a free against Ruse. And listen to the Carlton mob going, Crook. Here's Dundas in the forward pocket. Into Lyon. That was a throw out.
Yes. Well called.
Gee, the pressure. What fantastic stuff that is. That was the pressure that caused Lyon to do that. Oh, fantastic game here. Nobody will be leaving early. Koutafidis started on interchange. He's taken the mark in front of guard. Centre wing he goes. Abbott, an easy mark, running with the flight of the ball. Looking down the ground for options. He got one from Cormac. Can he spot him? But there's Carlton players everywhere, and Elvin nudges Cormac out and takes an easy mark. Now trying to change direction, Elvin. In towards the centre. The boys fly for it. Who comes out of it? It's Armstrong. Look, he's got Exel. Oh, by himself. He's going to go on Exel. Wilden was by himself in the goal square. Dean caught between Exel and Wilden. He's well within kicking distance. Gavin Exel started up forward. It's taken off the ground. Is now back on. Hasn't kicked a goal. And this one has gone right across the face. Carlton will bring it in. Peter Dean.
That'd drive a coach mad. Here's Sexton. 126 plays 107. Fitzroy leading by 19 points. Williams at the front. Always gives the best option. Gleeson. Broderick with him. Broderick works to the front. Well done. That was well done by Broderick because he left his man Williams and chased after the ball and got his shoulder in front of Gleeson. We'll have a ball up on centre wing. Well, Fitzroy are no joke this season, that's for sure. They'd started to lose a bit of ground. They'd slipped to 8th place with their last 2 losses with a 6-5 win-loss record. But what a display here today. Lyon to Broderick. His left foot at a half-forward. Exel the only hope. Good spoil by Sexton. And the ball out of play.
Ball to be thrown in. Fitzroy's left forward flank. Exel will do the ruck work. Cavidan. We'll get it down. It's Cavidan, but he's hit it the wrong way to Wine, who goes into the corridor. Dorotic in front. Can he bring it down? No, Roos is in fringe. And the umpire right on the spot, Darren Goldspink. Now Dorotic changed direction. A hand pass to Dean in turn. Out wide to Hannah. What can Hannah do? He does it easily. Gets around Fleming. Then goes long in towards centre half forward. Kernahan jostling. Can he take it? No. Punch forward by Fitzroy. Wind in there. The courageous little fellow hits down. Again across to Armstrong. Strong tackling as Lyon breaks from the centre. A high ball in front of Wheeldon. He's too quick for Dean. Over those first couple of yards, he's got exceptional pace. They started together, Wheeldon and Dean.
Well done by Lyon too. A clever kick.
And Jimmy Wind in the middle, finding handballs almost between blokes' legs.
He's been terrific all day. Really has. Had a great duel with Gleeson. His work rate's been fantastic.
He's kicked 3 goals today. 3 goals, 3, and 1 out of bounds. Darren Wheeldon as he lines up for his 4th. By the crowd reaction and his reaction, he's kicked it.
Well, it's not beyond Carlton, but it's certainly made far more difficult now. 25-point difference. We've got just 11 minutes left. Who's going to spark Carlton?
Well, Fitzroy had won 4 games in a row until their last 2 losses. A lot of people might have forgotten about them. They're back in town. Lyon out of the middle. Inside the 50. Sexton all over Exel. But Roos with desperation. He's got it again, Paul Roos. Kick smothered. And he's got it again. Right foot first time, left foot the second time. Alvin did well. To Dorotic. The tackling jolts the ball free. Cormac. High, short of the goal square. Exel's there. Dean over the top. That'll be a ball up within about 15 metres of goal. The Lions back in attack. Well, I saw them beat the West Coast Eagles here last year. We thought it was a bit of a fluke perhaps. Here they go again. This is going to be another goal to Wheeldon. Oh, he fumbles. Wine flicks the ball back. Dean for Carlton. And eventually it's gone out. Well, I don't know whether we thought it was a fluke against the Eagles, but we thought maybe the West Coast had taken them easy going into their finals campaign. But I just think it might have been the start of something big for Fitzroy late last season.
Ball in forward pocket. 25 points of difference. Wheeldon across to guard. Guard slips at the critical moment. Well tackled by Koutafidis. Wheeldon goes goalward, but he's hooked it viciously. And the ball will be kicked in by Carlton by Matthew Hogg. Carlton's right back pocket. Matthew Hogg. He really can't change direction from here. The only alternative he's got is to go around the boundary line. Sun in his eyes. Time running out for Carlton, but they're not giving up. But they've got a job on their hands. Big pack. It's Abbott who gets it out. Look at Wheeldon's unattended. What can he do? He can't trap it. He takes his eye off the ball. Sexton was coming in at him, but Sexton in the meantime has gone over the line on the full with his kick. And the ball to be brought in by Jimmy Wine. Players covered, leads, Ruse giving the lead. He ignores that. Wine, goes in. Not a good kick off the boot as it falls short to Dorotich. Dorotich changes direction across to Fraser Brown. It's a 3-on-2 situation. Brown realises and goes with a kick in towards Williams. Williams in turn with a handball to Ratton, who's been quiet today. Hogg, a tough little campaigner, gets his handball away. Now Fitzroy go after a great smother there by Welsh, I think it was. Hannah. Here's Broderick. Well smothered by Bond, but he's given away the free kick. It's against Bond on Ross Lyon on centre wing. Lyon looking for the hand pass. He usually does it across to Gale. Gale goes long. Kavanagh there. Ruse behind. Can't pull it down. 3 Carlton players. It's Elvin running the ball out. Well tackled by Wielden. Causes a turnover. What can Carlton do? It's Williams. He's looking around. He's got 3 options. Then he'll take it on himself. From the centre he goes towards the half-forward flank. Well trapped. Kernahan steadies. Sets it up with another one across to Gleeson. Gleeson to Welsh. Welsh back in towards Kernahan, but it just didn't have the carriers. Fitzroy relieved towards centre wing.
And these players will be happy to see this ball go out so they can have a breather.
They really made a meal of that, Carlton. They should have got a better result from that work.
19 possessions for Brown. 7 minutes 20 remaining in the game. It looks like Fitzroy at the moment. Dundas, a great tackle on Williams. Ball's punched up the ground, gains 15 metres and goes out again. 132 to 107. Four goals won for Carlton in the last 7 minutes. 4 goals won for a tie. Big leap over the top. It's going to be a Fitzroy free kick too out of it.
They're holding on again, Drew.
Brett Stevens to take it just forward of the right wing. Up inside the 50. Fleming almost a freak mark. Rat. Fleming applies the tackle. The ball spills to Broderick. He goes bang. Offline. Dean, well done.
Oh, he was gone.
Yeah, a couple of steps to play on. Kick by Dean up to half-back flank. Alvin or Dorotich. Dorotich. Carlton need to swoop it up forward 4 times. Through Sexton to Williams. Williams kick to full forward. Welsh again.
There was a hamstring stretcher. Great kick by Williams.
Yes, he had the option of Spalding in front of Welsh. He took the longer option in Welsh. And it worked out well. Ratton's coming off and Aitken back on.
Rowan Welsh about 40 metres out from goal. He's kicked 6 goals, 3. Across the face. Still in the field of play. And rushed through by Stevens. Well done. Well, they'll be able to celebrate. I'm calling it be able to celebrate. Maybe I'm too early, but they have that new Fitzroy club just down the road and they'll pack the joint tonight.
A mammoth kick, a torpedo out the centre wing by Caven. That was just what the doctor required. Scholl back onto the ground to Elvin, now to Hannah. Umpire playing the advantage as Hannah goes in towards centre half forward. Pack fly, nobody can bring it down. It's Carlton. Bradley quickly onto his boot with the high ball. Going into the forward pocket, and look at the Fitzroy players there, outnumbering Adrian Gleeson 6-1. Now Fitzroy will relieve. Deep in their back line. Now towards centre wing. Abbott in front, should take the mark. Didn't. Guard hugging the boundary line. Aitken content to see that ball over the boundary line. Still 4.5 minutes left. Anything can happen, but I think they've got the job in front of them, Carlton. As the umpire throws it in. Kavanagh, nobody there. Should have done a little bit better on that occasion. Realised the situation. And Dundas happy to see the ball over the boundary line. At least the clock ticks down in Fitzroy's favour. And Kernahan will come in and do this with Abbott. Done well today, Abbott. Kernahan down. Bradley going to be harassed by Fitzroy players. Good use of the body there. It was Broderick relieving for Fitzroy. Can't handle it, Kavanagh. What will he do? He taps it to Fleming. Fleming in turn to Rouge. Rouge one bounce. Goes short to Exel, who got away from Sexton. And now Exel should just steady down. He's got plenty of time.
That's been enough for the Carlton fans. They're going home.
As Exel lines up for Fitzroy's 21st goal. Not a good kick off the boot, as we saw, going to the left of the big sticks.
He has had his kicking boots on all day. The times he has had a kick, which has been a limited number, just 5. And those that have been shots at goal have been very wayward.
Dorotich to kick in. Just under 3.5 minutes to go. Roos at the back. Hannah. Williams. 30 possessions, Greg Williams, but his marksman had 25. Scholl was an emergency and replaced Aythorne in the selected side. Alvin, his kick is astray, straight to Caven. And Fitzroy have worried Carlton out of it all day. Their tackling has jolted the ball free, and they've been there swarming like bees in numbers. Here, watch, Alvin, he's lost it here. They're in there again in numbers, Fitzroy, and the umpire's going to come in and ball it up. And that's young Fleming in just his second game. He's kicked 4 goals too.
Showed a lot of maturity in going after the ball, and it's great to see that effort recognised.
Kernahan palms to Aitken. Baldwin. Diulio through the legs of Spalding. Carlton going forward, that's all. They couldn't get a handle on the ball. It's a free kick.
Going to Hogg, pushing the back there. Baldwin, I think the player was. No, it was Caven that got in the back of Hogg. He's been a terrier all day as this player. Hasn't got a lot of stats in terms of marks and kicks and handballs, but by geez, had a lot of tackles, a lot of endeavour, but at the bottom of a lot of those packs.
Matthew Hogg right in front. The man on the mark's about 35 metres from goal. Full points will be too late for the Blues. Good kick by the defender. Consolation goal late for Carlton, but it's 2013 to 17-12.
He's had a good duel with Matthew Dundas for most part of the game. Dundas spent some time in the third quarter on the bench. But I know David Parkin's a big rap for this fellow. Since crossing from Footscray, he's been a fine player.
One gets a feeling that time's run out for Carlton. 19 points the difference. They go at it again, Abbott and Cavan, and they've done it all day. Nobody can really get it out cleanly, but it's Fitzroy who effectively get it out. Dundas running onto it well, slips at the critical moment, still gets his kick away. Dean has been solid. Fraser Brown in there. Look at Cormac going, he's a terrier. Actually, all these Fitzroy players are terriers, the way they've gone off after that ball today. Fleming, number 27, came off interchange. Been a good player, as has Lyon. Armstrong was on and off the bench last week. Played a good game on centre wing. They battle for it. It's Dean who gets it down, out towards the boundary line. And Dundas will be happy to see that over the boundary line. We've just got over 60 seconds left in this game here at Princes Park. It's been a terrific contest. Real pressure from the word go. It's only in the last quarter that Fitzroy have really got away with this game. The umpire's picked out a free kick going Carlton's way, and Andrew Cavidan the recipient.
From half-back, Cavidan over centre wing for Kernahan. They double up on him and triple up with the help of Baldwin. Baldwin's hand pass, socket forward by Bradley. They can't break this Fitzroy defence. Elliott waltzes through them into Wine. They might get another one, Fitzroy. Wine's kick, just a kick and hope onto the chest of Cavidan. 4 marks, 7 kicks to Andrew Cavidan. Oh, knocked forward by Guard was clever. Hand pass comes out, missed Alvin. Elliott, socket off the ground by Sexton. Roos, the hand pass goes backwards. 5 seconds remaining in the game. You watch the Lions celebrate this victory. The skipper's got it and has the last kick of the game. A big win to Fitzroy. 2013-133 to Carlton, 17-12, 114.